Hey guys, welcome to another episode of GX Podcast, Say It How It Is, with me, your host, Nyla.
I'm Danielle.
And today we have a great episode for you. So let me start by saying, nos dda. Danielle has no idea what that means. Do you, Dan?
Good evening.
Yeah, well done. She cheated. She worked it out earlier. Yeah, it does mean good evening. So this is a little hint to what we're going to be talking about today. What the topic is about, I think. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So guys, we were talking a little bit about everyone going back to school in our last episodes. We've had some young people talk to us about how they feel about going back and how already there's been a half term.
Feels like we've only just gone back and suddenly we're off again.
Easing in, easing out. But I feel like September will hopefully be a fresh
start, clean slate, and a chance to do the year how you guys want to do it.
Yes. Fingers crossed for all of you young people and students out there waiting for some normality and to get back to that. So we were talking earlier about the voting system.
Yes, because the voting's just happened, hasn't it, for 16-year-olds.
Yeah.
So we did an episode all about it. So if you haven't seen it, you can still go catch up and see what young people have to say. And we want to know what you guys have to say. This is a big thing. GX Say It How It Is all about hearing your voice, and this is another chance for young people to have their voice heard. So let us know, did you get involved? How do you feel about it? We would love to have a conversation with you guys.
Yeah, and also let us know if you are not sure about the voting system, and is it explained enough to you? Do you understand what you're actually voting for? Because I feel like a lot of young people are out there questioning, what are we actually voting for? What happens with our votes? So there's lots of questions at the moment going on. Just get in touch with us, and hopefully we can point you in the right direction.
Definitely.
Okay, so today we are speaking to two special girls.
Yes.
Oh, sounds weird saying special girls. They're like young women now.
Yeah.
And today's episode is all about being bilingual in Newport. And these girls are definitely an example of...
A positive example.
Yes. Definitely so. So let's just dive right in. I'm going to introduce you to our guests today. We have Corie-Mya and Sienna. Hey girls, what's going on?
Hey.
Hi.
Hey. Hey. So just for our audience, why don't you introduce yourself one by one? Tell us a little bit about who you are.
Go, you can go first.
So I'm Corie-Mya. I'm 17. I'm from Newport, South Wales, and I am a young Welsh translation officer for G Expressions and now Urban Circle as well.
My name is Sienna. I'm 15 from South Wales. I'm a singer, and I'm also a Welsh translation officer. I'm going to be working with Corie for G Expressions and Urban Circles. That's really exciting. We get to...
Yes. So the girls are employed now by G Expressions.
Welcome to the team.
Our sister organisation, Urban Circle, and we're really excited that just that you guys were willing to take it to the next step. You both went to Welsh schools. You speak the language obviously in school, but outside of school, I mean, not so much. What would you say?
No, not so much, but sometimes with like my friends, but not as much as we should really.
Yeah, the experiences are there. If the chances are there to use the Welsh language, then obviously we're going to use it. But yeah.
Cool. Okay, so in podcast, what's the word? Style. In the style of GX podcast. Thanks, Dan. We're going to play a game. Do you want to play a game with us, girls?
Yeah.
Okay.
Although I'm not quite sure I want to play this game.
I will say, right, being a born and bred Welsh citizen, I do apologise for my Welsh speaking, okay? I do. I went to an English speaking school, okay? So I'm not great, and I'm really sorry to my Welsh teachers out there who taught me.
They're about to see how much they do.
Yeah, Miss Polton, Miss Saxon, I apologise.
I can just say I've never had any experience of speaking Welsh.
Well,
Corey laughs at me every time I attempt to read one of her tweets, so she already knows how this is going to go.
Well, Danielle is from England, from the other side, guys. So
I'm an outsider.
But we're going to give it a go, okay? So this game is called What is the Correct Welsh Word? Sorry, last episode, right, we played a game and I wanted to create a little jingle and it went wrong, so I got to do it there and then. So that was my jingle.
Was it what you wanted it to be?
It was.
Good, I'm glad.
Did you enjoy my jingle, girls?
Yeah,
Yeah.
very lovely.
Okay, so we're going to take it in turns. We're basically going to give you 3 words. One of them is a correct Welsh word. And I want you to tell us the Welsh word and then what it translates to in English. Yeah? Now, the way we're going to do it is a bit of a competition. So, Sienna, Corey, you're competing against each other. Okay. First person to shout out the answer, really.
Are they shouting the English word, what it means, or the correct Welsh one?
The correct Welsh word. And then you're going to tell us in English. Okay? And you might be like, girls, we have no idea what you're saying. It's not even a Welsh word. We'll try.
Okay.
Okay, so first, I'm going to give you 3 words, which is the correct Welsh word. Okay. Python, pisgodyn, fishgodyn.
Pisgodyn.
Oh, that was a tie.
What does it mean, girls?
Fish.
Okay, awesome.
Oh, I feel like you got the easiest one. Okay.
I don't want to say it because I feel bad. Because like if Corey says it, she's gonna be like, "Oh, I need to let Sienna say it," and then I'm gonna be like,
I'd say that was a draw, girls.
Yeah, I'd say that was a draw.
Fighting at it.
Right, second one. Oh, this is gonna be a. Why did you get the easy one?
I did it.
Number 2, fruffe. Right. That's not even right, is it?
Just keep going, Dan.
Can you say that one?
Froof,
Froof.
fruff, or fruit ddwy?
What? I didn't understand any of that.
So easy.
Froof, fruff, or fruit ddwy?
Oh, Freud.
Five!
Yeah, let's say Corey. Yeah, I was thinking.
Did I just say how she was laughing at me for getting it wrong, and she said it as if she knew exactly what she was saying?
Well, what does it mean, girls?
Fruit.
Well done. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to let Danielle do this one. It's an easy one.
Is it?
Yeah, it's easier than number 4.
That's very true. Number 3, bride. Yeah. Blood ddwy or brown blood. That's not right.
Gwaed.
Yeah, gwaed. What's it mean?
Blood.
Yay! Well done, Sienna. Okay, next, number 4. You guys will get this. This is my favourite word. Llaid, iaith, or llygaid?
Llygaid.
Yes. What are you doing, Cole? You let Sienna beat you.
Come on, Corey.
I can't understand what you're saying.
She's like, they're not saying it right. They're not saying it right.
Corey's like, I've got no idea what
Obviously, llygaid means...
It's because me and Corey are used to teachers proper from Wales, like the valleys, like. So the way they say it, the way they pronounce it, sometimes I don't even understand them. But yeah,
llygaid means eyes. Yes, thank you. Okay.
Right, I'll do number 5. I think I'll do number 5. Number 5, splasio, nofio, or swimio. Did I do that right? I completely messed up.
it's the middle one, isn't it? Novio.
Novio. Oh,
Yeah.
novio.
Novio.
Which obviously means...
Swimming.
Swimming, awesome. Okay. All right, so number 6. Golchi, washki, or caldiki?
Golchi.
Which means...
Wash.
Wash, yeah.
Okay, number 7. Howl, Serin, or Steen?
Seren.
What does
Yeah.
it mean?
Star.
Yeah.
Okay.
On this one, right, girls. Do, dia, or dur?
Huh?
I can't roll my tongue, and I feel like this one you
Dow.
need to.
Dow. Di. What? Dow.
Dur. Dur.
Do.
There it is. What does it mean?
Water.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say, guys. Okay, so for all you Welsh speakers out there who are laughing their heads off right now at me trying to pronounce
think it's just Welsh speakers who are laughing, right?
No, probably not. All you people.
I'll do
laughing.
number 9 because I know Nyla loves number 10.
Okay.
Number 9. Melon. Oh. Melon. Banana. Or sand.
There's 2.
Banana and melon.
Melon.
Like, because banana in Welsh is just banana.
Okay.
Melon
Yeah,
is
we were going
yellow.
Yeah, we were going for yellow.
Yellow. Okay, so I'm going to give you 3 words, guys. You got to tell me which word is Welsh, okay? Okay. Clach, lliad, socio.
Llead.
What's it mean?
Moon, innit?
Oh, wicked. I made those words up. I'm so glad one of them was actually Welsh. That's awesome. Go me. Point for me.
So we can't even say the Welsh words we had, but we can make up
make up words, and they actually translate into actual Welsh words.
That was the one she got the best.
Yeah, it was. She knew it straight away. I'm so proud of myself.
I love how we knew what I meant as well. We were like, boo.
That was awesome. Right, girls, thank you for playing that game with us. I think that we lost, definitely.
Yeah.
And you guys equally won.
I think it's fair to say why you guys are the Welsh translations officers, and frankly, we are not.
So let's have a little talk about how you guys became Welsh translation officers. I mean, what made you think I need to use my language in employment? Where did that come from?
Well, Corie can go first. You can go first.
Oh, so I feel like obviously we live in Wales. I believe that everyone in Wales should be able to speak Welsh. The language isn't that really big and not many people speak it. And I feel like if we don't keep it going, then the language will die out. So obviously by furthering, the way I could further my Welsh was by being employed, like with a Welsh speaking job, to keep it going, to keep up my Welsh so that I don't forget it, because otherwise I wouldn't be using it anymore. So that means that I would have attended a Welsh primary, secondary, and it would have been pointless.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Definitely what you said there with, the Welsh language will die if people are not using it. And I know Newport, it's a big city, and we don't hear it often. Can I just ask, was your Welsh school was it in Newport?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. We had the best primary school ever, didn't we?
We went to the same primary school.
Yeah.
It's that the first year it opened up was my year, which meant there was no other people in the primary school. So it was a little primary school, and we all it was so lovely. Everyone got along.
Yeah, and then obviously me and Esty then, which is Corey's younger sister, we came up obviously the next year. And I feel like from then, like as the years just gone on, it was really special for us because obviously we were like one of the first like Welsh speakers, children, to be able to see other children come in. We were sort of seen as those, the pupils in the school that the younger pupils who were coming in could look up to. So realistically, like me and Corey and her year and my year, we were always pictured to be the role models for younger children anyway. So I feel like when it comes to helping and carrying on this job with the Welsh language and stuff, it's something that we're both passionate to do regardless, because in a way all we've ever done really is try our best to help other people and to carry on the language, just in primary and in high school as well. But yeah, I feel like a bit of a weird story with me as well, because obviously it was tricky, wasn't it, Cor? Because in year 6, when I was in year 6, and then Corey was obviously about to leave to go to the new school, they were going to Gwynhyw, which is the high school up in Pontypool, the Welsh speaking school, because there was actually a secondary Welsh speaking school in Newport. So, you know, my year then was meant to go up to Gwynhyw, but there wasn't actually any room left in Gwynhyw. So obviously Newport then finally decided, you know, we need to build a new Welsh school, and obviously it wasn't going to be done in time for us to go out. So we were put into porter cabins as our Welsh high school for about 3.5 years, 4 years. So we weren't actually in a proper school. I wasn't in a proper school until the end of year 9. Wow. And then we eventually moved then to the new built Welsh school, which is now in Dyffryn, which is Ysgol Gyfer Gwenty School, which I attended for 2 years. But yeah, it was nuts really that we had to wait for a new school because it wasn't built, because there wasn't actually a Welsh speaking school in Newport. So yeah.
That's crazy, like to think that it didn't exist, like in Wales, in a Welsh city. Yeah. That wasn't, I think that highlights how, like Corey, you said, how little the Welsh language is used. That there wasn't even a high school for you guys.
Yeah, but going back to what Sienna said as well, that you were role models in primary school, you know, and you've continued to grow and continue to be those role models, and you're in those positions today to basically help and encourage and engage with young people to keep the Welsh language alive. And that's so important. I know is important to you guys, but also as a country, you know, to be able to be proud to be Welsh and be able to pass on what your knowledge to others is amazing. And that is why you were in those positions you were in right now. And I do have to ask, at your age, did you think that you would be given employment to have your Welsh language spoken and used in a place of work?
No.
Not at all.
No.
I imagine myself working in Tesco's or McDonald's. I didn't imagine myself being a job in Urban Circle, so that's just a blessing on top of everything regardless. And then number 2, having to be able to use my Welsh language like with it as well, it's just nuts.
And I think about going back to what you guys were saying about being role models, obviously you guys already are that, because as well as being Welsh speakers, you guys have been part of these organisations yourself. You've attended events, you've been members, you've been dance leaders. So how does it feel to have done that journey as well, to have gone through the organisation and now actually be team members within that organisation? Did you see yourself ever being in that position?
No, not to be honest. I feel like the team though have done a lot to support us.
100%.
Because without the team, we wouldn't be where we are today.
And I mean, as an organisation, I feel, and we've said this, I've preached it in many episodes, we do go from strength to strength, you know, and being able to go bilingual as an organisation was really important for us. And to actually be able to bring in young people that we've worked with and give them the opportunity and the position to take our organisation to the next step and, you know, bring in the Welsh language, I think is amazing. It's amazing for us, and we're really proud of you guys and the fact that we were able to call on you and you guys were like, yeah, we're in.
Rose to the challenge, because it was new to us. You know, Corey, you say about how we've supported you, which is great to hear. But I very much feel like you guys have supported both your organisations as well, because as you clearly just saw, we don't speak Welsh. So without you guys, Welsh language within Urban Circle Newport and within G Expressions wouldn't exist. So I think it's support all round, and it's credit to you guys of how much actually you have blossomed, not only in your roles, but on your journey of inspiring other young people.
Yeah. And obviously, Sienna, coming in now as an Welsh translation officer is quite new to you. But I know Corie-Mya now, how long have you actually been involved with G Expressions as Welsh translation officer?
I think it's been like 9 months now.
Wow, so literally like almost a year that you've been in this position. And just for people watching at home who might not have a clue what you do within the organisation, and tell us a little bit about what it is you do on a weekly basis. What do you do?
So on a weekly basis, I attend team meetings where we just go through, check up on everybody. We let each other know how we're doing, if we need any support, what's going on throughout the rest of the week. And then obviously I get sent work from Danielle. Danielle supports me. So then I translate things such as documents, blogs. I've recently started translating Welsh subtitles for the YouTube channel.
Yeah, and you're smashing it. And I just want to throw in there, if you don't mind me saying, we spoke about on our last podcast that Danielle is actually bringing out her own book. And a little birdie has told me that Corie-Mya, you are actually bringing that book out and translating the book into Welsh.
Yeah, oh my God, I can't believe it. Like, Danielle has done so well, and I'm so excited to bring out a Welsh version as well.
And it just goes to show, like, the conversation just now, it's so needed. And, you know, I was so excited when you said yes, Corey, because in my eyes, as soon as we employed you, I was like, I want that girl to work on it. And it just shows that actually, if you've got a passion and you've got a skill, how far it can go. You know, you said that you didn't think you'd be able to use your Welsh speaking in employment. Well, now you're about to release a book.
And I would never have seen that come in.
Just goes to show the opportunities when you work hard and when you have the passion that you guys do.
Yeah, definitely. Now, we've talked to some young people who are not just bilingual in Welsh, but they speak other languages. And we are a very diverse city. We're a diverse country, and we have young people from all across the globe come over, and a lot of the time their first language isn't even English, but yet they're chucked into English schools and they pick up the languages. And I gotta say, I am so in awe of these kids, like toddlers, that are coming over with not a clue of how to speak any word of English, and then they're just belting out English
and
words.
On top of that, they go on to high school to learn German, French, Spanish for GCSEs. Yeah. So by the age of 15, 16, that's 3-4 languages that these guys have got under their belt.
Is mad. And I know, if you're watching and you speak more than one language, whether that's English and Welsh, English and other languages, or whether you don't speak English at all and you just speak Welsh, hey, give us a comment. Tell us what languages you speak. We'd love to praise you guys, and we'd love to know more about you. And if you can engage with us also and have those opportunities that Sienna and Corey have, we would love for our team to grow. You can get some placement, volunteer hours, whatever it is. We'd love to engage with you, and that's what we're about. But I'm just going to chuck to Sienna quickly. Obviously, you actually come from a diverse family, don't you? Yeah. So you've got different languages spoke around you again.
Yeah, diversity is just a massive thing, especially I feel like each person is different regardless of their languages, but to do with heritage and backgrounds, languages are something that's like always amazed me anyway. But it's like my mum, she's bilingual, so she speaks English, but she also speaks Punjabi because she is full Pakistani, and then my dad just speaks English. But and you go back to his mum and dad, my granddad actually speaks Spanish and English, and my grandmother speaks Creole, which is French, because she's from Mauritius. So when I go there, I'm having to speak some Spanish to my granddad, I'm having to speak some French to my grandma, and like she's fluent in French and my granddad's fluent in Spanish. So like the diversity of both languages, and they both want to learn Welsh too, so now I'm having to teach them Welsh. So it's just nuts really how many different languages there are in my family. And to be fair, I feel like I am the only Welsh speaker in my family. I do have my cousin who goes to the school I went to, Ysgol Gwent East Coed, and obviously Corey's sister goes there too, Esty, and that's another thing as well. Obviously, me and Corey and Esty, we've grown up basically our whole lives speaking Welsh with each other because we've obviously been in the same schools. So we've all, like, it's been there since like day one, really. So yeah, it's been nice to be able to be around the same Welsh speakers in a way. And now obviously we've both got the Welsh translator officer job as well. It's going to be really good because obviously I know Corey and I know all of G Expressions and Urban Circle as well. So it's just going to make me 100 times more motivated to want to do something if I'm working with people that I know I'm good with working with.
Yeah, and you talk about dual heritage right there. That is such a fact. I mean, even myself, I come from a mixed family, and we've got people from the Caribbean islands and even America and stuff. Obviously they speak English, but just being diverse is massive. It's massive, in the city, in Newport, in Wales. I keep saying it, in the country. But my point is basically, I just want to commend you, Sienna, you, Corey, and all the young people out there that are at home and speaking so many different languages within their families. And I think this is why it's so important to take up a language. In school, they are offering languages. And if you're in your GCSE year now and you're wondering what to pick Welsh, pick Spanish, pick French, because I believe that, when you speak a different language, it takes you further places. It definitely broadens your horizon into where to go and what to do. And I remember going to Paris with one of my friends, and she was fluent in French, and it was amazing. You could see the difference in being a traveler and a tourist and having someone with you who's comfortable in speaking the language. It made things so much easier and nicer, because I was going around going, bonjour, bonjour, merci, like literally, like so lost. So it's really, really, I'm encouraging you guys at home, okay, to get a language. I mean, if you only speak English, then you need to pick up a language. And I feel like it's never too late, I should start learning. I really should.
I think these guys can teach us. Maybe they won't want to after that, but maybe they could.
But right, girls, what I want to know, okay, is I want to know your favourite Welsh songs.
Oh no, that's hard. Do you know something that has always amazed me though? Like, the amount of people that have come up to me and said, like, I didn't even know Welsh was a language. Like I didn't even know, like, I tell people I speak Welsh and they're like people from England and stuff, they're like, what's Welsh? And I'm like, language, and they're like, there's a language, and I'm like, yeah. And I think the most every single Welsh speaker person pet peeve is, is Wales in England?
Even I know that one. I know that one.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
It is. When you say you're from Wales to anyone outside of the UK even, and they say, is Wales in England? No. Wales, just to let you all know,
is its own country.
Okay? It's a country. It actually is its own country with its own flag. Imagine that. No, I was joking, guys. Yeah, but we are proud to be Welsh. And you didn't answer my question. Sienna, you are a singer. Do you sing in Welsh?
I've had to in the past with like Eisteddfod and stuff. Obviously Eisteddfod, like the amount of songs, Corie knows this as well, like assembly songs don't even get me started. Teachers make you stand there and sing about 20 songs in Welsh, and you have to stand there and you have to sing for all 20 songs, no break. But I feel like I'm not dropping it back because there's no bars in Welsh apart from
She did think about it. Can you sing us a Welsh chorus?
Do I have to?
A Welsh line?
I can't even think of one now, to be honest.
What's your favourite Welsh song, Cor?
Do you know what? I don't really have a favourite, but a really popular one that people may know is Sosban Fach.
Sosban Fach. That was always my favourite, and I remember the actions.
Yeah.
What
You
can
know
you?
what's iconic?
Can you
It's
talk
iconic.
Saucepan back, Sienna? I'll do the actions, right? And you...
So you've got saucepan bach and very ar y tân, saucepan mawr and very ar y tân. I forgot it then.
Come on, Cor.
Do you know, I don't know it word for word.
Johnny, Scrapio, Johnny, Bach.
Johnny Bach.
So obviously what is like iconic, obviously the Welsh national anthem is blessed me able to sing that, but you know, Calon, you must know Calon Lan as well. Yeah.
Calon Lan. I remember Calon Lan.
You know what, Cor? Will never beat though. Our school anthem, the Ifra Hoyle one.
Oh, I remember that.
Well, we need to hear it.
School anthem.
How does it start again? How does it start?
Come on, both of you together.
Eva, I know. I don't know if I remember it all, right? I'll try.
3, 2, 1.
Eva. Ready?
Right.
Is it?
2, 1. Go.
Eva. I'm a rubbish singer.
Okay. No one's judging you singing.
No.
Right. Ysgol Eva. I'll say it because I don't want to sing it.
That's fine.
So, Ysgol Ifra Hoyle yw lle I chi.
Yma, mae yna plant llawn hwyl a sbri. Plant sy'n hoffi gweithio.
Chwarae, dawnsio, rasio.
Plant sy'n hoffi popeth. Yn teulu bach y tŷ. Yn tyfu gyda'n gilydd.
Gilydd.
And then it just goes, Ysgol Ifra Hoyle.
Ysgol Ifra Hoyle.
Loved it, girl.
Well
done.
Yeah, it was just amazing. It's an amazing song, honestly.
It has been 6 years since I've left school, primary school, so I can't remember.
Really.
We need a GX Welsh song.
We do need a GX Welsh song.
We need a GX Urban Circle song. Corey, that's next week's job rota, okay, guys? Next week's job load is a
Welsh jingle.
It's a Welsh jingle.
Don't look at me.
On it.
Oh, girls, it's been awesome talking to you. Is there anything that you think that you could say to any of our audience watching? Just a little bit of advice, a little bit of your experience, just to, you know, give them a boost of why you feel that this language is important and being bilingual is so passionate to you. Anything, any last words?
I just feel like it is worth, like, if you if any of you are watching with children, it is worth sending them to a Welsh primary and secondary school. Like, obviously it's really beneficial, and it's just a lot more opportunities with the Welsh language within, like, jobs and working. Being a Welsh speaker is amazing, just to be able to say that you can speak 2 languages.
Definitely. Thanks, Corey.
Yeah.
So,
and another thing I think as well, it's just to never ever ever feel like because of the person you are, or don't let anyone ever, you know, make you feel like rubbish basically for wanting to speak Welsh, for wanting to be part of the Welsh community, because I'm pretty sure Corey's experienced it as well. Like, you've had so many people come up to you, why'd you speak Welsh? Like, why
I can't stand the Welsh language, it's hard.
Yeah, like, why did you go to Welsh school, or why can't you just go to an English school? And I just think to myself, I've always chose to ignore it, because now look at me and Corey are working together, do you know what I mean? We've got an amazing job together, we can speak Welsh, and better yet, if we have something to say, at least we can understand what we're saying, they can't.
I love it.
Love that.
Yes, girl.
That includes us, you know.
Yeah, I know.
That does include
I know.
us.
Talk about
But
it.
we say good things about you both.
Good.
Oh, girls, it's been great having you.
Yes.
And thank you for sharing on our GX podcast. And we will see you soon.
Yes.
You guys,
See you soon.
In person, hopefully.
Yes. Can't wait.
Thanks,
Thanks,
All right.
guys.
thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Cor.
Bye.
Do you know what, guys? I literally am so proud of them. So proud. I remember when Sienna first started coming into the organisation and doing stuff with us. I had no idea that she spoke Welsh.
No.
And then one day we were in Cardiff at a protest, and it was the time for change. Yeah, it was all about the climate, and
I saw that video actually.
She literally just stood up in front of hundreds of people and started speaking Welsh, and it was amazing. She was the only person
brave enough
that spoke Welsh, and she was a young person, and it definitely made people stop and listen, even if they didn't understand it. It was the power of a young person getting up and speaking Welsh to their city in Wales. That has impact, guys, and it's amazing.
Yeah, it's just amazing. Like with Corey, you know, she said that I do a lot of work with her, and I remember the first day that Corey came on board with G Expressions, you know, like this was a brand new job. We hadn't spoken Welsh, and for as much as, yes, we will support any of our team members, there's only so much that we can do for her because clearly we do not speak Welsh. And I just remember being so in awe of how she just took everything, you know. It was a brand new job, new language for me, and she just took it and she ran with it, and it just shows her passion and determination of both those girls, and it just shows what's possible when you work hard, you believe in something, and more importantly, you believe in yourself.
Yeah, I'm so sorry I was looking at my phone. I wasn't being rude. I was actually thinking of what comes next, which is our Artist of the Week.
Your favourite part.
It is, and I say this every episode, but I just love praising and acknowledging and recognising the talent that is in this
because
city.
Clearly we have a lot.
We do.
A lot of young people, a lot of young adults in this city.
This week, I really wanted to stick to the bilingual theme and just praise someone that is out there being creative and using the Welsh language. And I came across this young person. Well, I say young person, she's a woman. Young adult woman. Yeah, that caught my eye, and she's a writer. And her name is Hannah. Do you remember her name on Instagram? We will put her link. We'll put the link in, guys. The link will be here, okay? Her name is Hannah. Check her out. And yeah, I'm really pumped, guys. I mean, you've made me pumped. Your questions, the fact that you keep sharing, you're engaging. Yeah. This has been really, really cool. The last
10 episodes.
Yeah, we hit number 10, and it's been awesome. And I've loved every single episode with our guests, with my co-host Shanice, and of course Danielle. And yeah, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this episode.
Yeah, definitely.
And we will see you soon. Say bye.
I didn't think you were finished. You were like, see you soon. And I was like, are you done?
We'll never be done.